When We Were Bright and Beautiful by Jillian Medoff. This one I'm super excited about. It could really pose as like a really big breakout. It has so much potential to just reach a really wide audience. It's set in Manhattan on the glittering Upper East Side. Cassie Quinn is 23. She's moving back into her family home in Manhattan from being away in Connecticut. She goes back. Her family's really close and a little suffocating in some ways, but she goes back when her younger brother Billy, who's a junior at Princeton, is arrested for assaulting his ex-girlfriend. And she kind of joins forces with her big brother Nate and their parents, and they scramble to hire like the best legal minds that money can buy. And so she's reconciling all these thoughts of like how he could even be charged with this, knowing who he is. And she just got her out of a toxic relationship with an older man, and so she's just trying to figure those things out, and maybe her secrets are coming to the forefront. It has a really unexpected twist. It's really fresh. It sits really perfectly with My Dark Vanessa, so I thought that that's a really good comparison. I really haven't stopped thinking about it, and I'm really a big fan of this book.
Hey everyone, I'm here to talk about After the Hurricane by Leah Frankie. As a Puerto Rican woman, I'm kind of thrilled to have this book in our hands right now because it puts such an emphasis on the Isle of Enchantment, as it's called, and our own history and culture, even though it's the aftermath of a storm. It couldn't have been written more beautifully or by a better author, in my opinion. And the emphasis here, as it is with all of her stories, is on family. And this is a story of Elena Vega, who has a seemingly perfect life, but something's missing. She's missing that connection, and she realizes that the connection that she's missing is with her father. And her father is kind of brilliant, but he's also really torn apart. He's torn apart by his own personal demons. He deals with alcoholism and bipolar disorder and just a rough childhood. And he kind of abandoned everyone, including Elena, to go back to San Juan and deal with these issues on his own. But then Hurricane Maria strikes, and all of this pulls Elena back to land that she hasn't seen in years and family that she hasn't seen in years, and it all kind of takes off from there. Yes, it has a mystery at its core because every family member does have their own little secret, but I think what really pulls the story together is this emphasis on family and not giving up on each other, even in the midst of chaos of all kinds, and that really brings it home.
I'm so excited to tell you about Mika in Real Life by Miko Jean. This goes on sale in August. This is a new novel by the New York Times bestselling author of the best-selling young adult novel, Tokyo Ever After. This is about motherhood and daughterhood. And we meet 35-year-old Mika Suzuki, who is struggling at life with her job, which is dead-end job, and her romance, which fails, with her best friend, who is a hoarder, and just life isn't going well. And she gets a phone call from a teenager whose name is Penny, and Penny ends up being the child who she had given up for adoption years ago when she herself was a teenager. And so they start up this relationship, and Mika just feels so inadequate about her life that she starts to make up things about her life, and that sort of spirals out of control. Then she meets the daughter's adoptive father, which at first is contentious, but turns out to be something possibly more. She's afraid that she's not going to get everything that she wants. Can she get everything she wants? Well, you have to read the book to find out. But it's all about mothers and daughters and cultural heritage, because she's not living up to the expectations of her Japanese mother. She wants to impart some of this cultural heritage onto her daughter, who she gave up. And so it's complicated and it's wonderful. If you're a fan of Evie Drake Starts Over, you're going to love this book.